That was Anton's favorite greeting. And if you beat him to the punch and you asked him what was going on, he always said, "You are, brother, you are." That's what Anton was all about. He always put other people first. It was about you. He always cared about you. Well, today, it's about Anton. Anton's last words to me were, "I love you like a brother." He was the best brother you could ever hope to have. Now, it's funny that Anton didn't have any biological brothers, but he had 6 sisters that he loved dearly and always bragged about. He was proud to be the only male in that group. He always said he was the odd man out. He was also proud that he had 5 sons and no daughters. He used to joke about making up for being the only boy in the family growing up. And he took great joy in spending time with his 3 grandchildren, all boys, of course. Anton dearly loved all of his sons. He tried to do the best he could for each of you guys. He was really proud of you. You know, I look at you here, you're all different, but I see a little piece of Anton in each one of you. The stubbornness, the grit, the big heart. Anton always wanted everybody to get along, and he told me one of his biggest accomplishments was bringing all you guys, his sons, together again. And he was really pleased he got a chance to do that and renew that father-son bond. That was a great blessing of his passing. Anton was blessed with many friends, and you couldn't have a better friend than Anton Botter. He was there when you needed him, always willing to stand up for you and lend a helping hand and be an ally and a confidant. When you had troubles, Anton was the guy you could go to. Anton was a fighter. He believed in principle and the right to be left alone and be yourself and do your own thing. Live life the way you wanted to. In that context, he was one of the stubbornest guys I ever met. He hated authority, hated the establishment, and loved tweaking the powers that be. Pow! Right in the nose. Anton hated to see anybody railroaded by bureaucracy, and he'd always step up and help out when he saw one of the little guys getting trampled. But Anton wouldn't call him a little guy. Anton would call him a crusader, a fighter for freedom, a fighter against tyranny and injustice. He could have used a little more of that help in his decade-long battle with the county over zoning and land use. A lot of you probably heard about that. Anton believed that he had a birthright to do what he wanted with his property. He considered it his duty to stand up to overreaching bureaucrats and vindictive inspectors. They hired the Air Force to drown out that part. That's the sound of freedom. It's a beautiful thing. Anton always refused to compromise, refused to negotiate, refused to bow down and give in. He suffered some terrible defeats, lost some of his precious land in the process, and that was a heavy blow to him. But I have news for those petty bureaucrats that stalked him relentlessly. Anton no longer has to deal with any of you. You don't have Anton Botter to kick around anymore. Anton didn't leave this world willingly. He fought with every bit of strength he could muster to hang on. And this wasn't his first go-around with the Grim Reaper. He used to brag about being a tree killer. Well, then one day a tree fell on him and broke his back. Somehow he made it to the ambulance, made it to the hospital, had all kinds of pins and posts and stuff put in his back, but he survived. He put on a turtle shell plastic thing, and you know Anton, he went right back to work. After that, he got lost in the desert. Ran out of water, fell down a ravine. Somehow he managed to crawl out, get into another ambulance, get to the hospital. At the hospital, his heart almost gave out. But no, Anton wouldn't let that happen. His heart was too big. He got out of that hospital, went back to work. Anton loved to work. He worked every day of his life. I couldn't understand it. I asked him why, and he said, "That's what I like to do." Well, I thought about it, and you know, I think that was Anton's way of making him feel like he's contributing to the world, helping put things in order and make things better. And maybe it's also because of this. Anton told me he wasn't really sure if there was an afterlife or a God. He wasn't willing to bet on a heaven to come to take care of all of his suffering and struggle. So he carried on with his own struggles right here. We used to go camping out in the desert. And that night under a billion stars, he'd tell me he saw the great mystery that creates and sustains this life. But he found it hard to believe in salvation, hard to believe in divine intervention, hard to believe his spirit would survive when set free of the chains of this physical world. What Anton believed in was the goodness in his heart. He believed all of us should live together in peace and harmony. Anton believed in love, and he believed in those great big bear hugs that lifted you up while he clapped you on the back and told you, "It's always good to see you." That's the Anton I see today, his spirit, his laughter, the joy he took in living every single day. When I look back on Anton's last year, the first thing you think of is, I should have spent more time with him. I wish I could have. Those were difficult months, watching Anton fade away and lose his final battle. That was no fun at all. What we really all wish is that we spent more time with him before he got sick, when the Anton we all knew and loved was here with us. Those are lost opportunities that we'll never get back, and that's the big lesson of Anton's passing. Take care of those you love. Don't squander those opportunities to visit and share and talk, joke, and enjoy life together while we're here. None of us know how much time we have left, so we better make the most of every minute, every day. Hold each other close, be kind to one another, laugh and sing and carry on. You know, that's what Anton would have wanted. Anton, I hope you're up there somewhere with a big old grin on your face looking down at us. We love you, man. We miss you. And in the words of the native people of this earth, may the great mystery bless you and guide you and protect you on your journey to the next life. Go in peace, my great friend. I'll see you on the other side.
They are here to pay a final tribute to a fallen comrade. They are one of the greatest militaries in the world, the United States Air Force. Please rise. Military honors, they are very special because we have a lot of needs. What we've heard today were the sounds of taps. That is an indication that the day is done, lights out. After that, we heard the ceremonial word. It's a personal message from our chief commander that this fine man has preserved our independence for nearly 235 years. After that, we saw the flag holding presentation. We know that our flag has three colors. And what it is, the blue and the white, which indicates the loyalty and the purity of the veteran. That's the business of the veteran. Our flag is the flag of the United States of America, which is the symbol of our freedom. And without this fine man dedicated military service, we would not have that luxury today. On behalf of the National Cemetery Administration, the Department of Veterans Affairs, this does conclude the service. The burial will be out in Section 7. If you desire to visit that site, you may do so from 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock, 7 days a week.